Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And here's Oyarzabal. Picks it up out wide. Inacio gets it away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Pedri. Williams. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedro Neto. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Pedri! Chooses to go back. Pedri, backward it goes. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Played towards the other side. That is lovely. Up he goes! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri.
Kubasi moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Gonzalo Inacio. Araujo. And it's played forward. João Neves. Played towards the front line. Nico Williams.
Eric Garcia.
Nico Williams. Cucurella.
Fabian Ruiz. Rodri.
Rodri shifted upfield. Llorente looking to run onto it. João Neves. Pedro Neto is onto it in a flash.
Eric Garcia.
Spread out to the left. Pedri.
Fabian Ruiz.
Rodri.
Fabian Ruiz.
Pedri. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Cucurella looking here to chip it through. It's out for a goal kick. Araujo aim forwards. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Over to the left. Pedro tries a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
João Cancelo. João Cancelo forwards and with intent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the left it goes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. João Neves have it back and can go again. Oyarzabal. Pedri. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. Cucurella crosses. That has been knocked clear. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. João Cancelo clears it away. Williams. Nico Williams laid out to the left flank. No way through, so back it comes. And he's straight offside.
Eric Garcia.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Aimed in towards the centre.
Araujo,
Tries to clear.
and it's Pedri.
Can he finish?
Pedri usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Vitinha,
Gonzalo Inacio. Out to the left it goes.
that has been cut short.
Rodri. Llorente.
Nico Williams,
Fabian Ruiz.
Cucurella, Nico Williams. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Rodri. 0-0 still.
No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance here to counter. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Rodri. Llorente. Rodri. Eric Garcia.
Yamal chasing after it.
Bruno Fernandes.
Inacio, gently done. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a mighty effort!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, delicate, and the shot!
And the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here.
Big chance! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Moved on forwards. Nico Williams is onto it in a flash. Cucurella.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedri. Pedri played out towards the right wing. Kubasi. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Yamal.
Played out to the right. Cleared away. Out to the right. Rodri.
Yamal. That's a little off target.
And it's played forward. He could be in here. Lobbed in behind. Deftly away. Corner then. Lovely ball and a real chance. Oh, shooting chance!
Mikel Oyarzabal.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And a chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Araujo. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rodri.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Oyarzabal. Now it's Llorente. Llorente with the cross.
Shot, surely! And that has been clubbed away and claimed it back swiftly. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent.
Nico Williams knocks it out wide. Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Vitinha. Inacio shifted upfield.
Fabian Ruiz.
Cucurella. Yamal. Eric Garcia.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Played out wide. Pedri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Cucurella. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal. And they've got rid. Spain have reclaimed it. Yamal. Llorente. Pedri. Williams.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. João Neves, no, again there's no way through. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Unai Simon sends that a long way. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. Oh, that is a good... He's won it, and the shot! He's got it all! And this is getting better and better.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pedri. And he's cut it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
João Neves looks to the other side. Nuno Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rodri is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Fabian Ruiz getting this one clear. João Neves. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes. Chance for a shot! He wasn't that far away.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Cucurella. Portugal have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Ronaldo looking to get on the end of this. Tries to get it clear. And it's Vitinha. And he's well... Gets the shot away! Gets his head on it! Cleared away. He's missed, but not by that far. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Neves. And what's he doing here? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Oh, that's a brilliant save!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Neto. Pedri.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nico Williams. Eric Garcia. Cucurella.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Nico Williams. Pedri. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Cucurella.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Pulls over the line, and it is a corner.
And it's hoisted clear.
João Cancelo. Clearly not happy with that. João Cancelo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Yamal. Rodri. Rodri, gently done. Williams. And it's Pedri. And the finish!
Tries to cut back.
And that's an excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. Oh, good spread. João Neves. João Neves shifted upfield. He's found a way through. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes!
Bruno Fernandes just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Kubasi. Nico Williams. Now he's off and running. João Cancelo. He's in plenty of space here. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's very neat.
Looking for a decent ball in.
And that has been cleared. Yamal. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Now it's Yamal.
Great work on the overlap. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Araujo chooses to go cross-field. And a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Nico Williams. Now it's Oyarzabal. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Can he latch on to this? And he thumps it clear. Ball is over the line. Cucurella. Can he get onto this? João Cancelo gets good distance on it. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice physical challenge. And it's played forward. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the right. Now that's well seen too. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Mendes. And here's Neto. Bruno Fernandes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Yamal. Eric Garcia. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Williams. Araujo can get it clear. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Calmly anticipates. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Portugal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Portugal ahead 2-0 and they are looking good.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And that is not finding anyone. Bernardo Silva. Fabian Ruiz. Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. Rodri. Cucurella puts them all in. And he's there to clear it. Bruno Fernandes. Araujo. And he's managed to get free. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Pedri. Pedri played out to the left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Kubasi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cucurella. And here's Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Cucurella. And here's Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Bernardo Silva. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, great play! Cross from Cancelo. That's been won straight back. Pedri. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Llorente. Yamal. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank.
Fabian Ruiz.
And it's Cucurella. Great run on the overlap here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oyarzabal spread out to the left. Oh, nice touch. Over to the left. Fabian Ruiz. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Serves up across. Nice interception, well timed.
Pedro Neto.
Gonzalo Inacio. Mendes looks to get on the end of this. Rodri tries a deft little ball. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. Araujo.
Pedro Neto.
Gonzalo Inacio. Moved on forwards. Nuno Mendes. Shapes to shoot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Nico Williams. Cucurella. That'll be a throw. Lovely feet. And it's Cucurella.
Rodri.
And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. Out to the left it goes. Nico Williams. But that is good defending. It's been repelled.
Fabian Ruiz.
Oh, it's come loose. Nico Williams tries across. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Pedri crosses. And that has been cleared. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Takes a shot! It's in! Spain are all square!
Spain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ronaldo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Kubasi. Nico Williams is onto it in a flash. And he cuts out the supply.
Pedro Neto.
Nuno Mendes.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal.
Fabian Ruiz.
Mendes cuts it out.
And he's picked out the run.
Kubasi. Cucurella. Eric Garcia. João Neves wins the duel this time.
Fabian Ruiz. Rodri.
And it's Ruiz.
Fabian Ruiz!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the keeper beats it away. Rodri.
Pedri. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a save by Diogo Costa!
João Neves.
Forwards and with intent.
Bernardo Silva. Gonçalo Inácio. Araujo. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nuno Mendes.
And here's Neto.
Nuno Mendes with the cross.
There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And that could set him on his way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Araujo. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cucurella herring after the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That had too much on it. Great defending, strong and determined. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Cucurella. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eric Garcia. Cucurella. And it's played forward. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Pedri. Oh, not quite. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Williams. That's really well cleared. Pedri. João Neves shifted upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Cancelo. Moved on forwards. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Nice control. And here's Bernardo Silva. Real chance! Chance! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Pau Kubasi, and he goes cross-field. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
João Neves. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, gently down. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Eric Garcia. Played over towards the opposite flank. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Played back in. Pedri played out to the left flank. Oh, this is a great position. Diogo Costa claims it, and the danger passes. Now it's Pedro Neto, and it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they could be caught out. Shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fabian Ruiz with the clearance. Llorente. Rodri. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Vitinha. That's a nicely shaped ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's nice. Llorente, he's gone direct here. Nico Williams. Bernardo Silva. Thinks one through. That's good vision. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Vitinha plays it short. And it's Vitinha. Shot a goal! Oh, should have put that away. Kubasi. Rodri. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. He's in space and looking for options. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Unai Simon, long ball by the goalkeeper. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Great defending, strong and determined.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Llorente looks to the other side. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Mendes. Ronaldo wins the duel this time. Tries to get it clear. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Vitinha gets over and intercepts. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Araujo. João Cancelo chasing after it. And here's Oyarzabal. It's run loose here. Oyarzabal. It's a loose ball. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. Rodri. Gets it away. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Araujo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now then, the ball's come loose. It'll be a throw-in. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. João Cancelo.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vitinha. And it's Mendes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nuno Mendes. Oh, sweet feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bernardo Silva forwards and within. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Bernardo Silva. And that is a little undercooked. Fabian Ruiz. And they can counter here. Oyarzábal.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's got away. Cross in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha played through into space. That's tidy. One good cross, maybe the... And Bernardo Silva! Oh, the ball's come loose here. They need to get it in quick. Fabian Ruiz clears it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bruno Fernandes played out towards the right wing. João Cancelo foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pau Kubasi gets it away. Vitinha. Portugal to make one last surge forward. Out to the left it goes. Mendes played into the box. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And it's Bernardo's applies the finish! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Inacio attempts a clearance. Perfectly measured that. Bruno Fernandes, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. We expected better, and so did he. Bernardo Silva done delicately. Mendes, and that's aimed into the middle. Corner it is. Fabian Ruiz tries to clear. Pedro Neto, spread out to the left. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Carries far too far and out of play. Llorente. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Araujo cuts out the pass.
Pedro Neto.
Nuno Mendes. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties.